I really need to integrate better the earth element and the water element. In a dance floor, I can be like laughing so much and such a sun. I start to explore in a kind of a quest for me, like, no, I need to explore everything. The contact dance, biodanza. I was 3 years in biodanza. What is the biggest fear you have? We all have this fear of being rejected. It's like, how can we create a very safe space for people to be themselves? They release zero judgment. How can you talk? Why Ecstatic Dance in Sintra will be in the same time of the Ericeira one? Why?
Hello and welcome to the space of conscious co-creators. I am Uma, and today, as always, joined by Shani. And today we have a special guest, Virgílio. Hello, everyone.
Hello, welcome Virgilio. Virgilio is the creator of Ecstatic Life Gathering. He also creates many amazing circles, sharing his voice, his light with the community in Portugal. And he's joined us here today for this conversation. So yeah, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you for welcoming here. And yeah, it's a pleasure to be here with you guys.
How did this happen that you turn your voice into a medicine?
Wow, this is a nice question. It's like there's always a story, you know. There was a moment that I think was 2006. I did like a constellation, emotional family constellation, and this arise like so much things in my life. And from that, I start to like awaken and like, okay, who am I? What I'm doing here? And then on 2009, I participate in a retreat that changed totally my life. That was a 10 days retreat with so much different things, so much complex in a way of with different areas like meditation, a lot of Osho meditations, active meditations, fire walking, dancing a lot, but also a lot of mindy in a way, Carl Jung, psychology, coaching, NLP, so different things. So after that, I was like, wow, I came with so much energy and like aware of my superpowers, but also aware of like, wow, there is so much patterns here in my life that I really want to change. So yeah, there's a turning point there. And in that moment, as I'm very connected with Carl Jung, and especially the profile types, that moment I was very aware that I'm very air and fire. So I'm like very creating project strategy, but very in the mind as well. A lot also in the concept, in the silence, but creating. And there's a moment I connect with this idea of like, I really need to integrate better the earth element and the water element. And then I was like, okay, what would be the practice for me to connect with this? And then it came to me very clear that I need to go to my emotions and to my body. So I start dancing, I start singing, I start to explore in a kind of a quest for me, like, no, I need to explore everything. The contact dance, biodanza. I was 3 years in biodanza. Contact dance, 5 rhythms, voice awakening with an amazing coach that she worked with, Bobby McFerrin. So like this, how to use the voice as a way to meditate, to connect. So yeah, this is the moment that really there's a shift. And from that, yeah, I was like some years just doing for myself, drinking the medicine, my medicine. And then I start to facilitate in these areas of the voice, of the... but I was already a facilitator more of the coaching, NLP, emotion release. So I was doing a lot of retreats. And then I'm just like in this area of the body.
Yeah, wow. I feel like a lot of people, they go through that process and the journey of discovering and then finding their gifts. So was the voice always a gift that you had as a child, or was it something that you developed?
I think would be like a gift already. I think I remember as a kid I was always singing. So, and also with this research with in one retreat that I as participant, like, oh, you need to go to your childhood and understand like what's there. And then asking to other people, to my parents, to people that know me from a child, and they were saying like, yeah, you were always singing and hugging. I was like this little, very chubby, like hugging people and singing a lot. And then also I did communication advertising in the university, and there was this radio teacher that was saying like, Virgílio, you have such a voice for radio, da-da-da. But I was not like so much like, okay, yeah, okay. But then I start to be aware more when I start doing this work, and people also giving me feedback, wow, your voice can really relax me, but in the end, relax me a lot of me when I sing. So, so this is again.
And speaking of that effect of the voice work, we have breath work, we have voice work, vocal activation, voice activation, vocal coaching, all of these terms. How do you feel that this work influences people's consciousness?
Yeah, using the work with the voice, because in the end, the voice, it's about breathing and releasing sounds. No, I really like, I would say there are two different things that I'm doing, and they maybe have two different impacts, I would say. One is like singing mantras and medicine songs. Normally, the ones that are very repeated and for some people boring, because this is the way when you are like 15 minutes singing the same thing, it's the trance. There's a moment you don't need to follow a lyrics because it's already automatic, and this is the way we can enter in alpha states and different vibrations in our body that can come. What I would say, it comes for such a level of peace, that is like resting. And I would say the best thing is literally turning off our mind, because our mind is so active in these days. We have so much stimulation all over. So I would say this was one of the best benefits would be that, like to just come to the void, to the no space, the timeless.
Even though I feel it's already level 2, because a lot of people is so afraid of the sound of their voice that I believe to arrive in this place of surrender and relaxation in the body, oftentimes voice activation comes with a lot of inner critic and all this judgmental self releasing. So how do you feel it is for people who think that they cannot sing?
Yeah, no, for sure. You are touching the point. Now there's like, I think there is it's really a research in Europe and US that is, the question is like, what is the biggest fear you have? And the second is dying. The first is talk or sing for an audience.
Public speaking.
It's very interesting, because it's like we all have this fear of being rejected. We all have this. This is very clear for me, and I would say this is the biggest work that we should open, because it's the wounds from the childhood is there for sure.
Yeah.
But I want to say about what you were saying, it's like how as a facilitators, because I feel that I'm a facilitator. I'm not saying that I'm not a musician, because I think we are all musicians, but I feel that I'm really a facilitator, and this is my strength. It's like, how can we create a very safe space for people to be themselves? They release zero judgments. How can you talk? And this is also a little bit of NLP. You talk in a good way that you are bringing awareness of like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. I can be myself. I can dance and express in the way they're also singing the same. So I always bring this, like, in the mantras and medicine songs, I always say, oh, this is not a concert, family, and always bring this, that in a moment, join with your voice. Even if you feel that you are out of tune, or if you don't know how to sing, this is not important. What is important is the vibration we are creating here together. And this creates kind of a sense of like, okay, yeah, he's asking me to bring the voice, whatever. So I feel people really join, and it's really interesting, like how can people be there full on. And yeah, we receive a lot. When I say we, it's more also with its Nós Voz project, that is the Portuguese medicine songs. We receive so much feedback of people like, wow, I start singing in Nós Voz, and this is very interesting.
And
Yeah. Well, yeah, I just wanted to share a little bit of my personal experience from one of the workshops that you held at, I think it was Being last year. It was incredibly powerful. Like, wow. And when you're talking about creating that safe space for people to open their voice, I'm somebody who's always felt like my voice has been blocked. I've never been able to, and still now I don't feel like it's like 5% potential of what's possible. But when you created that space, and I think you did a thing with people around in a circle and then people joining in the middle of the circle. And yeah, I'd love to know a little bit more about how it is for you when you create these huge containers and people allowing them to really express and share their voice in such a powerful way.
Yeah, it's a good first, like this workshop that is the Healing Voice Awakening starts with the work of the breathing. That is very important. And in the end, this workshop that is 1 hour and a half, the first half an hour is about this. And it's I'm creating, I'm explaining, just relax, bring your air to your body as your body is a balloon. Fulfill all the parts. How can you bring air to your hands? And like, first, we are just opening a very awareness state for the process to start. And breathing is amazing. Could be other things, but for me, the breath is amazing to land the people, and people can really be there. And then after that half an hour, that we are already breathing and also releasing sounds. That I say, like, bring just long notes or vowels, breathe in fully, and then whatever, and start to explore. So this half an hour is just that. And people are so high after this because this is the most amazing way to get high. It's clear. Because for me, I just need 5 minutes when I'm like in these loops of mind loops with things to do or I will just like stop, Virgílio, let's just breathe and bring your voice. 5 minutes, I'm already with so much resources again. So, and it's free. We can do this alone. It's for me, it's such a medicine. But then after that half an hour, and coming what you were saying, after that half an hour, I feel that people are really ready for whatever because they are so present. And they are also trusting so much because it's true, when you dedicate energy for the introduction to create a proper space, people relax, they trust, they surrender. It's very important for someone to surrender for if you want to open something. So in that moment, I can do different things, but this one that you experience, that I did in Being, and I do a lot, but also in Boom. In Boom was a little bit different because we were 700 people.
Maybe it was at Boom that I experienced
Maybe it was in the
I
Boom
think it was
Festival.
Boom,
Yeah,
when I experienced it, because it wasn't at Being, I remember now.
Yeah. And in this moment, we create a circle very slowly, again, keeping the energy for not to...
700 people.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
And then creating a circle there was
Yeah, it
already
was so powerful.
a big challenge. Always very slow, not to putting no jokes. Even if I am a jokey person, in this moment I'm so like I feel such a monk in that it's like the energy is so, and I want to keep this because what we're gonna do after it's really about that. So in that moment, I divide the group kind in 5 parts mentally, and I invite people to step in the center, and they need to be looking to the mother circle, to the other circle, and then closing their eyes, connecting with something that they want to release, and not releasing in a way of shouting or no, release in a very gentle and subtle way, more with the feminine energy. And then all the group will come there, like we bring the arms and we just say the ah, that is the heart chakra sound. Ah, and we come to them, wow, this is so powerful, and people start to cry, but a very gentle, again, release, I would say. And it's very powerful. And after that, we did the intention, singing the music Oxalá, that is Portuguese, means that it's from Inshallah, it's the same word. And then we energize intentions. Yeah, it's a very simple, but also very powerful with time.
Wow, yeah. Yeah, it's so powerful. And I feel like in general, people have this like blockage of expression, blockage of their voice in society. We're not told to express when you're a child. If you're too loud, you're told to be quiet. And we carry these wounds through our life, and creating that space to help people unlock. It's incredible work and so powerful. So yeah, I'm wondering, like what's been your experience with supporting people through that process? Do you work with people individually and unlocking their voice, or do more in a community?
Yeah, so for me, I'm working more with groups. I really feel that I'm a group person in the work. I already did like individual sessions, but I really feel more connected with groups. And then I would work with individual therapists, like in this Ecstatic Life Gathering that I'm organizing. It's like, imagine I will do a deep workshop. I always do one deep workshop. And in this moment, I have like 2 or 3 therapists that they know how to do and they know how to support. But in the end, the support is never about intervention. The support is just witnessing, is just be there, just a little touch in the shoulder, just to show to the other person that it's safe for her or for him to express whatever it comes. If it's like a compulsive crying, it's okay. The other person is just there and just say, it's okay, you can cry. Because we have so much from our society that cry, it's not good. No, when cry, it's so amazing. It's one of the best medicines that are here. And we still have this talking in our mind that, now we need to be happy. No, we need to express our emotions, whatever they are, no? So in a dance floor, I can be like laughing so much and such a sun, but then if comes the music and if the ecstatic dance wave, it's proper done, and there is a part of like with more emotional, and then I can start crying, and this is so beautiful because we are releasing the tensions that are inside. And in the end, attention just need attention. Attention just need attention. If I feel moved, I will stop, take a moment, I also have a playlist for if I need really to go there. This Ludovico Einaudi, it's like...
But tell me one thing that I think a lot of people is curious about. I have my theory, but I'm curious about how you feel it. That right now, all these holistic practices are so trending, and everywhere you look, there is ecstatic dance, voice activation, healing, yoga, TCM, all of these practices, coaching. And the voice of the skeptics is that this is just a temporary fashion and like everything, it will pass. I feel it's the change of the global consciousness. And what do you feel?
Yeah, I would say for sure it's the changing of the global conscious. It's clear. I would say the another generation would be more like, I want to be millionaire and to be an entrepreneur. So in fact, we are in this transition still, I would say, and then a lot of people arise being an entrepreneur and they want to be millionaire. So I would say that now we are in this transition of everybody wants to be in this area. I am not the person that I'm judging, because I have a lot of people like, no, these people just have a workshop of a weekend and they are already facilitators, and especially the people that are more years working in this area. I am facilitator from the last 15 years, and I really don't feel that. I feel that it's not about experience. It's also about experience, okay? But I would say it's more about the energy that you are, the person you are. This is
intention.
So it's about present. It's not about past or future. It's about present, who you are. I was training facilitators as well, and like bringing some skills and some knowledge. But for me, the best secret would be like your emotional state, your energy. So if I am not taking care of myself, my workshops would be so bad. It's clear, if we are not good, how can I bring energy to the others? So we really need to take care. I would say this is the first thing. So yeah, as I'm also in the ecstatic dance scene, and as you know, I am Ruth from Ecstatic Dance Lisboa. She starts in Portugal in 2012. And then after 2 years, I went for the first time of Ecstatic Dance Lisboa, and I was like, wow, this exists. It's like, because I love to dance, but I cannot go. In that time, I was not going again to clubs. Not that I would be the last one coming out from a club, and also after hours. And then I understood, I really like the beat. I remember people in the clubs coming to me, like, especially with this kind of drugs that are very activating, the ones, and they talking like, hey, Virgílio, and I'm like, no, I came here to dance. Please don't talk with me. And then when I went to Ecstatic Dance Lisboa, I was like, wow, this exists. And then I said to Ruth, how are you doing this? And she, I'm doing like sometimes 3 in 3 months, 4 in 4, but this is a lot of work. I was like, no, Ruth, I will help you. And she was like, she said, this everybody say that helps, and then nobody helps. This is a lot of work. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, no, you don't know me. I will really help you. Da, da, da. And like, do you have a team? Yeah. So we went. We have a meeting, and I came from was one of these teachings that I received from this training that I received in 2009. That everything needs to have a rhythm. If things have rhythm, things will grow. It's the same with a plant. If you put water every day or in a regular, not like in this that we are used to, like we put a seed, we put another seed, and then, maybe this is not growing, I will put in another. No, we put in one and we are there. And this teaching was so strong in me and opening so much in my projects were so, everything was unfolding from that teaching. And then to Ecstatic Dance Lisboa, I said, family, let's pick one Saturday per month and we will do imagine every last Saturday. And then we picked this one, Ecstatic Dance Lisboa, and the movement here in Portugal in that time was so little. And we were like 20, 30 people dancing. And then grows. In 10 years, we were like 300 people dancing. So it's like, and what I want to say with this, it's like, now in these days, as I helped a lot of ecstatic dance to start in a very free way, sending the manual, sending audios. Yeah, brother, you can do like this, and it's easy. And now there's like a lot in the scene saying like, oh, but this is not an ecstatic dance. How things are not, people don't know how to do, and da-da-da. And I was always thinking like, okay, we can judge, but if you have something to say to this person, say it, go there and like, oh, maybe I think this could be different. I start kind of chasing ecstatic dance. Imagine ecstatic dance, Tumar was starting. And I was like, I saw they were following me. And then I would say, hi, I don't know who is behind that, but you want to receive the manual? You want to know, and they, oh, wow, Virgílio, thank you so much. I was not expect. No, yeah. And I send you an audio explaining, if you need help, I'm here. Like, free.
Okay, that's
and if
amazing.
free in a way. No,
Open source.
I can talk a lot, sorry.
Open source.
But it's like this way of, I am connected with my brand, or I am connected with the vision, with the why. What moves me in the first to be here in this ecstatic dance scene? I really believe that it's so amazing for people to dance without alcohol and drugs and with their own energy, that this for me, it's my vision, it's my why, this is what moves me. So whatever people will do, I will support them. Even if a lot of people talk about this, if you feel there is a little bit of competition, or maybe this person, it will not take me, the people that comes to my events. No, we are growing the...
Right.
And in Portugal, I need to say, it's one of the reference in the world in this moment about ecstatic dance movement. And why? Because there's so much connection with each other. Like in Holland, that is a big movement in Europe. They were like, one cannot see the other. There's competition in the same time. And
Which is completely counterintuitive for a spiritual community where we all rise as one, right?
That's
Right,
it.
right.
And people just don't communicate, and there's a lot of assumptions. Like, oh, this guy did in the same day of mine, and now I'm a little bit like I would say the older brother of everybody. Like, oh, this guy, he's doing the ecstatic dance in the same day of mine. Okay, brother, but you already sent him a message, like explaining. Maybe he's not aware of that.
Right.
And then now I was mediating a little bit, and now I create a group for everybody. But like, for people to thrive and like to be aware of agendas, and also to be respectful to the community, because why ecstatic dance in Sintra will be in the same time of the Ericeira one? Why? Doesn't make sense. And it's not just about the competition or the sustainability of each organization. It's more about the dancers.
Yeah,
I don't
we
care
want
about
to
the
go
organization.
everywhere.
That's it.
We want to dance
This is
twice.
a disrespect, because I want to go to Sintra today. Maybe tomorrow I can go to Ericeira. Why you don't choose Saturday and Sunday?
Yeah.
So I was bringing a lot of this, to everybody, and it's I don't know why I came here now, but.
No, I love that you're
that's
sharing this,
amazing.
because I feel this is super present. And if we want to create a new paradigm on the earth as leaders of organizations, we have to come from this very aware space, because only from this internal awareness we can create this awareness for the people that we open the spaces for. And I've been experiencing this a lot. And Portugal is a place that attracts now a lot of spiritual workers, spiritual seekers, and leaders. And I feel a lot of people who used to do the work themselves, step into the leadership. And now to step into the leadership, into this fifth dimensional way of no competition, serving from love, leading from love, no hierarchy, no better or worse, no commanding, but inspiring. I feel it's a great challenge for these new leaders. And how do you feel this when you organize huge events for hundreds of people? How do you find yourself as a leader, and what inspires you to do it?
Yeah, this is really a good question. I don't know. We already talked a little bit that you are also, and you both for sure, you connect with astrology. I think each one got their own mission on this earth. And for me, as I come from Aquarius and come to Lion, so I have a lot of energy of Aquarius, of groups, of horizontal, and everybody is one in the end. I come more for the Lion. So my challenge in my life was to assume my space in the group and come more like an individual as well, you know. So for me, this was a very big challenge because I was always with groups, always, and always sharing decision in group. And just for starting on 2018, I start to assume. So what I want to come to this, it's like, for me, what is more important in these leaderships, it's like to be very clear and be very transparent where we are. You know? Sometimes there's people that show them like, no, I'm not the leader. We are all one. But then this person is always trying to manipulate everything because he or she wants to be the leader. And the opposite, the same, no, like people that are, they have this function of being, when I say a leader can be, as using more the rainbow words, a focalizer can be the focalizer of this area, you know. But sometimes people also that are focalizer of this area, they don't want to assume this, and then it's a little bit floppy. Things doesn't happen. But brother, you were supposed to create, hold the space energetically, but then this person is not there because he flows or she flows, is a fairy and came to another place, you know? So I think in this moment about this that you're saying, I think it's the first thing that is most important in every kind of relation. It's truth. Speak very transparent where you are, what you want to do here, what is this relation.
I feel that because people are afraid of the truth, they cover themselves in masculine approach to leadership. Because the feminine approach to leadership is from the heart, so I can actually say transparently, for example, oh, I'm stressed, I'm afraid, I'm sorry if I'm putting pressure on you. That's because I'm not handling the pressure within myself. It's not about you, as opposed to the masculine and less aware approach to talking to people, where it's just like, I'm stressed, so I'm going to make you stressed so that I'm less stressed. And a lot of ego also. How can I make myself more important? So I grow through this like division, separation, for them to know that they have to listen to me, because maybe I don't think I am worthy of being listened to if I am in my softness and vulnerability.
Yeah, totally. This is a point for sure, no? The vulnerability. Again, if we are, as you say, we were saying now, if we are really truth and we bring what is real here, yeah, everything will open. So whatever it is, but yeah, I totally connect with that. And I would say, yeah, in the end, why people don't say the truth, again, comes to the beginning, because we have the fear to be rejected. So if I say here, like, yeah, I would like to work with you now with the project, but I'm not saying that I have 10 other projects. And I'm not being honest to myself that I don't have time for this. Or in a relation, this happens a lot, you know, like starting connecting with someone in a love way, or like, and then when comes this question, so what is this? What is this kind of relation? And people are very macro. I don't know yet. You know what you want. Sorry,
Right.
you know what you want. Maybe you just want to have a good time. Maybe you just want to have like a short relation. Be open for that. Say that. It's okay. This is the way, it's the best way for me, or in my big process in my life.
Yeah.
It's like when I share the truth with the people that I really most want more to be with them, or the project that I want to be more, this is where I grow more. Like saying really. So about leader, it's the same. I feel the same. I feel in this moment in the things that I'm running much more by myself, asking for focalizers of areas that I really don't know how to work, and say like, Monica, you are the person for this. Pfft, you know how to do it. Tiago, you know how to manage this. And it's like the way of like putting people work and focalizing the areas that they know. But I'm not in this moment, because I was a lot, I'm not like in this kind of partners, like we are 3 partners of this project. No.
Right.
I'm more in this energy of like, if you want, some people that comes to me to be, you want to start something with me, or let's do this retreat together. I always say like, I'm very open for you to invite me as a facilitator, or as a facilitator. This is what I would say. Co-creating in this moment. I'm being very honest and clear. I had such a big life doing that, and coming with this astrology as well, Aquarius to Lion. I really felt, no, now this is another time, and this is another challenge.
Yeah, I can see that in you, actually. And how does that relate to Portugal? How is this possible that everything is happening in Portugal now? If you know
These questions.
And to add on to that, I love the conversation about the fifth empire in Portugal that is rising. And I know this is something that you speak about as well. So would love to hear about, is there something that's coming through Portugal at this time, and why are people drawn here to create this?
Yeah, it's a very, for me, in the end, I have like some guides, or guidance for my work, but this is for sure one of them. That is the fifth empire prophecy. That I really love. I really love the what is behind that, the story as well, but especially the prophecy.
Maybe you could share the prophecy for people who are not so aware of it.
I can. So first, like just to. It's a little bit of framing as well, a little bit. This is a prophecy that is talked for a lot of people, but there are 3 special people that I study more, that they brought this prophecy more into the days. So first is Antonio Vieira, priest, a priest that in the 17th century, 17 or 16, no, 17th century, he was like a priest very in the future, I would say. He brought a lot of amazing texts, amazing, like how to connect people, and he brought a lot to this country and also to Brazil. And he's one of the person that talk about this. The second is in the 19th century, Fernando Pessoa, that is the most well-known poet from Portugal, but also a mystic, also a person that connects with other worlds, I would say. And then our Osho, Agostinho da Silva, philosopher from the 20th century, a very disruptive person, and he brought a lot for Portugal, a lot, especially in the education. He brought this concept of the free school that is all over the world comes from him. Not saying that other people in the world were also not thinking in the same time, but he wrote a lot of this. So these three people, they talk about the fifth empire in different ways, but in a very similar ways. And they bring like that there was different empires, the Persia, the Roman, and all these empires, the last four empires were physical, so it was about conquering a physical way. But this fifth empire is not about the physical. It's an invisible empire. It's something that you cannot touch. Fernando Pessoa would be further and would say it's a spiritual empire. And this empire, there's this Portuguese old school people that say like, this is the Portuguese empire, we will be back again, like we will be strong again, because there's this energy from the old times of
emperors,
the emperors and the discoveries. That is the worst word that people create for colonization. So there's this like old school energy. We will be again big. And this is not about Portuguese. This is about the land. This is about Portugal as the land. It's not about Portuguese. I think it's interesting to bring as well. And a lot of astrologists say that from all over the world say that this would happen, this fifth empire would happen in Portugal in between 2016 and 2028. Like this will arise, this fifth empire.
Yeah, I saw your video already from 5 years ago about that.
Yeah,
on social media.
Yeah, I created a video. I'm not like a person of videos, but in this moment was like so much people were asking me because I was bringing in all my retreats, in all my gatherings, I was always bringing this prophecy, and people would send me a message, oh, can you repeat? And then I did a video. It's in my Instagram.
I really feel it because I've had my first like intuitional thought of staying in Portugal at the beginning of the COVID. I've been here first time in around 18, and it's always been a true calling to stay here. And now that I'm here, I really understand why. And it's not because of the climate, it's not because of the culture, it's because of the land has something very powerful in it, and it attracts such a big spiritual community, and people come here to heal and to become the healers, to do this journey of becoming healed and sharing the medicine with the others more than anywhere else.
Yeah,
I mean, there are these hubs like Bali, Tulum, Kopanjan, and then there is Ericeira, and there's Sintra, and there is Portugal, that all around the country, from the north to the south, the country is filled up with nomads and expats. So, yeah, I'm curious, how does it feel for you as a Portuguese person to share this land with all the other people, and how do you feel these affect the energy of the land here?
Yeah, first I want to say that it's true. It's like this. It's like as connected also with the prophecy. It's kind of like Portugal now. It's the India of Europe, the new India of Europe, I would say, because in the end, so much people's coming to Portugal and be attracted to Portugal. And in the end, also understanding that in the last years, like Muji set his ashram here,
Right.
It's a little bit not random, but it's so much Swami is coming as well, creating their ashrams here, or also a lot of curandeiros, pajés, shamans coming, bringing their medicine, of course, but also starting to live here. It's interesting, So yeah, there's for sure energy here, a special energy. And I think it's very connected with this fifth empire that I would go to the prophecy, but I will answer to what you're bringing. As a Portuguese, for me, it's very good. I feel very good with this. Of course, also, not just because I'm a Portuguese, it's because I really choose Portugal to live. I have other friends, they are Portuguese, and they choose other countries to live. So for me, it's not if I am Portuguese or not. It's more about I choose this country to live. So for me, I'm very happy that this is happening in this country, you know. And yeah, in this moment, I would say that I feel a bit a part of a mission. And I think this is I'm bringing also to other people that each one in the country they are living or in the land they are living, they connect with the land. And when I say to connect with the land, it's connect, as a shaman said to me once, that we were like singing like Abuelita and the Spanish South American musics that I really love. But this shaman said from Peru, he said like, Virgílio, you really need to create Portuguese songs. You need to create with the language from here. You need to, please don't burn Pau Santo. Pau Santo is not here. Burn Alecrim. Burn rosemary, burn cedar. So, yeah, in the last years, I'm just working with the medicines from the land. And I think this is also kind of my mission now to help people that are here, to connect with the language here, to connect with the traditions. We have so much. Europe, I think South America brought this to us, like, especially the indigenous, brought like, European, where are your roots? Where are you? Because the religion, the Catholic religion, took over for all the things now that we had. Like even the pagan movements that were so amazing, they were changed by the Catholic. That I understand, and I'm not judging. I understand it's like they want to be a bigger thing and all people have the same language, but in the end they erase or try to erase the pagan movement. So there's so much things that I'm start recovering from there, and it's very interesting. So what I would say, I feel very happy that this is happening here.
That's great. Yeah, we can see that as well with the work that you're doing. And would love for you to finish off maybe the point of the prophecy as well.
I will. It's like a preliminary.
Yes.
We will continue here more minutes. Just kidding.
Yes. I'd love to hear like what is this prophecy that is calling the people together? Is there specific?
Okay, so again, this prophecy is not written, in a clear way. It's in different texts, and we collect. When I say we, it was not just me, it's me and facilitators from the old school, because I can say already I'm starting to be an old school facilitator in a way that like doing this for a long, me, Pedro Paz, Cristiano Martins, especially Pedro Paz, that for me is really also a big vision. And we were talking a lot about this fifth empire, and you have one book from Fernando Pessoa that is A Mensagem, the message. You can receive a lot from there. And also Agostinho da Silva, if you see his interviews, you will understand as well. But coming to the prophecy, it's like this. So I will close my eyes. So if you want to close your eyes, you can also. You will know that you enter in the fifth empire when, first, the child is crowned. Second, when all the prisoners are released. And third, when we share everything. So this is the prophecy. There is this lecture again for more the old school empire Portuguese that they are waiting, and it's talk a lot about that they are waiting for the child, the imperator, the king, that in the end is the king that was lost in Africa in a battle. So people are talking about this, but I will just take this and erase, because this is the proper prophecy, like big arrogance now coming with this, but saying that the proper is like when we crown our child. It's very basic, no? When our child, our essence, rules ourselves. So it's about that, like it's like who am I? What is my essence? What is my natural gift? Not like what they said to me or what I supposed to be here doing now. What is there that was always there.
Yeah. Who would I be if the conventional education system wouldn't suppress my personality and my natural gifts as I am?
Yeah.
Yes. Wow.
Connecting as well when you were a child. I invite all the people that are listening to us to enter in this moment or one day or two to start writing when I was a child, what I would like to do. Talking with your parents. Maybe you will receive also from your parents because this can happen like, oh, you are always destroying everything. And okay, but dig with them. Even in their own judgment, dig. Okay, destroying what? And what was happening?
Right.
Maybe you were the person that would take all the parts of the
Inventor.
car to understand what is there. Maybe you are a researcher. Maybe so. Like, what is your purpose? There's a facilitator that used to say for me, this is such a metaphor. It's like, why an orange tree want to give figs if this orange tree can give amazing orange? And there's a lot of people and a lot of brothers and sisters of us, they have such an essence and they are offering something that is not for them. We see it. We are like, why?
Yeah.
So again,
Yes.
just not losing myself here, crown your own child, crown your essence. What you do without effort, just bring to the world.
Yes.
Second, release all the prisoners inside of yourself, all the emotional conditioning that you have. So I would say therapy is amazing, family. It's a must for me. Releasing, digging, and letting it go. Also, for the ones that are more connected with past lives, connecting also with that and releasing old patterns, old, agreements that you come from other lives. We could open a lot, but in the end, it's release. And third, sharing everything. Agostinho da Silva, Fernando Pessoa, and Vieira, they would talk more about sharing house, sharing clothes, sharing food. But I go a little bit further. It's more sharing everything that is inside of you, sharing a hug, sharing love, but also sharing, wow, brother, I'm struggling a lot now that I don't connect.
Authenticity.
Sharing.
Transparency.
Transparency,
comes
again.
back to truth.
Yeah.
So truth.
Again, sharing truth.
Yeah, I feel it.
And we all, and in the end, for me, it's like people are waiting for the 15th empire to come, but we
Right.
understand that the 15th empire, this prophecy, can just be realized if you realize in yourself. And this is the way you will enter. So we always have this opportunity, and it's not just in the conscious scene, in retreats or in therapy. We have always an opportunity, even in a chat, taking a tea or whatever, to open a little bit more about my essence. Who am I? Digging in that. Second, to release one thing that doesn't belong to me and I can let go. And third, sharing everything, sharing what is inside. So for me, it's a guide for my evolution, but also a guide for all the things that I'm doing and offering in work. Yeah, I would say.
Wow, that's so empowering because it allows you to realize that it's all within you. So you're the one who can step into the fifth empire. You don't have to wait for somebody out there to come and save you. It's actually, it starts with you and you're the one to bring the change forward. And yeah, it's great to hear that perspective of it and how it's so achievable for everyone. And it's actually what's the core of the uprising here in Portugal. It's for this inner development that we're seeing. And so many different therapies and ways of healing that people are bringing up. And you mentioned earlier that you want to stick to the roots here in Portugal. You're bringing that through. And I noticed that in your Ecstatic Life Gathering, that's something that's a core, strong, like, message within there. It's bringing the shamanic healing through the land. And I'd love to hear a little bit more about the Ecstatic Life Gathering, how that started for you and how that's important for all this uprising within the Fifth Empire.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, first it's like, again, each one got their own agendas, and the agenda can be connected with your why, with your mission. Also, like, I feel that I have a mission that helping people to be more authentic, and especially with the body, because the body is really amazing, I would say, for us to release so much. Osho always said, like, meditation start with your body, and it's true. Like, for us to come to a meditative states, breathing, dancing, releasing, shaking, it's so nice. But about Ecstatic Life Gathering, and also connected with the concept of what I'm bringing, it's like, even if I know that we all know how to talk in English, and it's amazing that we have this language that is so basic and so simple, and that can connect everybody, so I'm very grateful for that. I think it's amazing for us to connect with the language of each country. I remember to be in a sacred dance gathering, that it was a gathering in Czech Republic, and they were always talking in English, and I thought it was amazing. But then I said, would be nice to have a translator, someone that is translating at least for Czech, maybe people. And there was a moment they changed totally. They started doing Czech and translating to English, and the people were happy with that as well, because you are connected with the language. I don't know how to explain. It's the same for us to go to Amazonia and be with the Inuit, and then there's an indigenous talking English, like, hi family, how are you? So it's not saying that it's fake. It's not talking about this. It's more like, how can we bring the two language, and for us also to connect with the frequency, because there's a frequency in the Portuguese that is different in English, in the Polish, in the Portuguese from Brazil, and so what I want to bring with this, it's like, in Ecstatic Life Gathering, or in all my gatherings, we talk in Portuguese and English, always. I bring always concerts in Portuguese. I remember these concerts, like, I don't know if you know Edgar Valente. I will bring like people that are very connected with the roots as well, and with the prophecy. And I remember after a concert of Edgar Valente, in one of the first Ecstatic Life gatherings, that there was a friend of mine. I can also say here the name. She had a daughter like 2 days ago. So she's René Lacroix from Ecstatic Dance Lisboa. She's now part of the organization. And she was living here the last 6 years or 7, something like this. And then after the concert of Edgar, because Edgar really brought the roots from Wida Duf, from the Beira Alta, from Serra da Estrela, and he, the way also bring, and she, after the concert, she said, Virgílio, wow, I feel that all that we are singing in Portuguese in the last days, but especially after this concert, I feel now that I know the Portuguese culture. It's the first time that I connect with the land, not the Portuguese as Portugal, because Portugal is a very young country. Not saying young, but it's more like with the land, with Lusitania, with like so much, with the pagan movements from so many years, from all our influences, the Arabic, the Roman. But what I want to say with this, it's like bringing this, I think it's the plus, or a lot of people love, and especially the people that are living here. And they say that it's very difficult to learn Portuguese because we are always talking in English. I totally understand. But for those people, they start like, wow, it's really nice, because when we are doing a warm-up of an ecstatic dance, we would say like, and now you will open your arms, e agora abre os teus braços, And you start walking in the room, e começas a andar na sala. So it's kind of you have a lesson as well, of Portuguese lesson in these gatherings. So for them, they say like, "Wow, Virgílio, I really love because I'm understanding much more about Portuguese, and also about the plants. We are just using these plants of each place, also the altars, everything connected with the place and the prophecies." There's so much things that I'm bringing also in Ecstatic Life Gathering, stories from this land or from the old books of Portugal, and relating always with these concepts. So yeah, it's something that I like, and if I go to another country, I'm always like asking like, bringing some prophecies from here, or what is here that is strong, because then I incorporate in my workshop. I want to connect with the spirit of the land, not just like I'm bringing my thing and that's it. Here I am serving whatever place.
So based on all this transformation that you've been witnessing the last 10, 15 years here as a facilitator and energy worker in Portugal, what do you think the future has for the land here and for the people?
Wow, it's a good question, though. I feel what I see already in the present, it's most what I feel that will happen. It's like, a big, it's the spiritual union. I feel this. It's like all the religions, ideas, they are welcome, I feel. And it's like kind of a big symposium or a big, we say, assembly of all different kind of beliefs. And we come and understand that, we are one, and everybody is accepted, I would say. I would say that this thing of the connecting with the shamanic of the country, or like, it's something that starts to arise more, especially in the Portuguese, because the Portuguese, as European, we are always like, oh no, but our roots are not good. What is nice, it's the South America, or is nice, it's the... Now I feel people are like, no, I really want to connect with my roots or with the land where I am. So I feel this will be the biggest difference, will be that this will arise a lot, like more connecting with what the land's got to offer than the international or global plants and things. I would say that. And also making peace with our heritage. You know, there is like, just want to bring something that is interesting in Portugal, Spain especially. We have in our history books that there was a moment there was here the Moors, the Arabic, and then the Catholic kings and the kingdoms. We killed them because they were savage, and it's like, it's such a bad story, because in the end I would say the savage would be the kings, because the Arabic, this is a big thing, but I'm studying a lot of this. We have like, imagine in the last couple of thousand years, we have like the biggest presence we have here is 700 years of the Roman Empire. And after the Roman Empire, we have 700 years of Arabic occupation. So Portugal is very Arabic. Let's be clear. Some people are like, don't connect, but it is. No, everything that is it's Arabic. No, Algarve, Alcobaça, everything that starts with Al. No, so what I want to say, it's like also looking for our heritage and understanding. No, and we have a lot of Arabic heritage that I feel proud of that, even if I don't have like, my parents are not like Arabic, but I see that we come from there. I can look to me and in the mirror, and I would say, and I think, of course, the Arabic, each country's got, or each population's got their strengths and weakness. No, of course, I know the weakness of the Arabic, especially the male energy of like this kind of submission with the women that is so bad. but I can see such an amazing that comes from the Arabic and especially from the north of Africa, Morocco. That is the welcoming. Portugal, it's very like, people are like, okay, come, you can come. It's like there's a lot of welcome I feel in this land. This land is very welcoming, I feel. And the spiritual energy that I can find in Arabic as well, the very deep soul, that we can be really deep. It's kind of a spiritual and philosophical deep.
Yeah, like mysticism.
Yeah.
Mysticism. It's
Mystic.
like the Sufism. Sufism was a lot here in Portugal. I'm very connected with Sufism, and it's deep. It's not like superficial. Oh, let's do some things. No. It's like, why?
Connected to a higher purpose.
Why you want to do this? And this for me fulfills me a lot. Just want to share this with you.
Yeah, that's great. And connecting this to something you shared a bit earlier about how you want to grow the communities together here in the conscious communities in Portugal. I was very interested about, you mentioned a thing of a manual for ecstatic dance, and we've been speaking a lot about ecstatic dance and what it is, but maybe there are people out there who are unfamiliar with it, and I'm curious, like, what does this manual contain? Like, do you have a specific idea of what an ecstatic dance is for you, and what is the essence of it for you?
Of course. Yeah, it's like, first, ecstatic dance, I think everybody has this idea that, we were dancing a lot in the old times, and now in this last couple of decades, we stopped dancing. It's clear, because every tribe was dancing a lot. We were like, that's why we're so happy now.
Directly.
True.
That's why.
Sorry. To
Love it.
Well, they weren't looking at their phones all the time. They were dancing.
Yeah.
So.
Now, like those days, we go to a club. No, people drinking, talking. People are not
Swinging.
dancing, and the dancing, it's like this with the glass. You cannot really release like what is there. No,
Right.
But there's this. Gabrielle Roth, Gabrielle Roth is the big inspiration of ecstatic dance. That she was a choreographer and a dancer from the 70s, and there was a moment she understood that ecstatic that dance per se was much more than going to the stage and show the performance. It's amazing for her. She was like, wow, but when I dance, my emotions flow, my things. And this is the moment she starts to connecting as well with the shamanic movement. And she understands that. And she brings something very interesting that is in her book, Maps of Ecstasy. She brings like some words that is also a guide for this Ecstatic Life Gathering that she say like, if you, in the old days, if you would come to a medicine woman or a medicine man in a tribe, saying that you were not feeling so good, like depressed or your energy is low, this shaman or this medicine woman would ask 4 questions. First, when did you stop dancing? Second, when did you stop singing? Third, when did you stop to be enchanted by the stories? And fourth, when did you stop to be in the sweet territory of silence? And this is very beautiful. Now, bringing like singing, dancing, storytelling, the imagination, the mysticism as well, the prophecies, the inspiration, and the silence. That is very important. And in these days, I feel that the practice, a lot of people are missing this. Now, like for me, after singing, we need to have a silence because this is a moment we will integrate and all the medicine will install in your body. If we start singing already at the music or after dance, we don't have a moment of proper silence. Yeah, but this can be a topic. But coming to this, so Gabrielle Roth create 5 rhythms, sweat your prayers, and there is like students of her they said like, wow, we really love five rhythms, but I don't know if you know, but five rhythms is guided, is with a microphone. Now we will enter in this stage. It's always with a voice over there. And the students were like, oh, we want like kind of a disco following the energy and the wave of the five rhythms, but without voice. So they start to do this. And one of them, Tyler, he creates a manual, open, free manual for people to start an ecstatic dance. A very American manual, I need to say. Look, my judgment here, but I just want it's not in a bad way. It's like it's American. It's like how to create, how the marketing and this and how it's interesting because you have a lot of things there. But for me, the most important things there, it's the stages of the wave, how to do an ecstatic dance musically. And I would say the ecstatic dance that are in the world in this moment, I would say 80%, they don't know about this manual. It's clear. Because this manual, I don't relate so much with the genres of the music because there's a lot of different genres that I don't connect. But what I'm following, it's the BPMs that are very important, the moods of each stage also, and just this, and with this energy of there is a wave. So imagine, if you start an ecstatic dance, and this ecstatic dance don't start with the music without beat, this is not an ecstatic dance. So it's the first music, it's to set intentions. It's kind of a drone or like, it's a moment for you to connect with your temple, open this space inside, and then the beat will start very slowly. BPM, it's like 60, 55, like this. Not like this, where a lot of people start already, or So there's a wave, okay? And then there's the peak that is like 130, 140. Normally I put trance because I really also love trance and people. It's a moment also to release. It's the chaos. It's like
the wilderness.
Lose your mind. Like people are like, so amazing.
Passing through the blockages of what is accepted.
Catharsis. There's a lot of in moments that people just start screaming and there's such a release there. If we surrender and if we don't give a fuck for what people are looking to us, we can really enter in this medicine. And then we go peak, and then there's the post climax. So you go a little bit down and you build a little bit again, and then we go down until we come to a stillness. A space that you don't even want to move your body. So the music is like, you just want to sit down or lay down, and it's the Shavasana in yoga, it's like, it's the moment the medicine happens. After all of this, you are integrating. So taking moment for this is very important. So this manual that I'm sharing, in the end, it's the international manual. I'm just sending for people this. I create a manual of the wave. With this last page is from the international, but I write a little bit as well, like
I would love to receive
my
this
thoughts.
manual.
I can send you, of course. I'm sending to everybody, so even if people want to reach that are listening to us, I'm very open for that. But what I want to say to end this, it's like I don't come from the DJ scene, no. And in this moment in the ecstatic dance, or you come from the DJ scene, or you come from the healing and the facilitator. It's clear, these the two worlds. But normally for the DJ, it's difficult because the DJ it's used to put beats for people not leave the dance floor. Someone that I will not put a music that is without beat or is slow because I am afraid that people will go out of the dance floor. And I think this is a big thing for DJs that needs to overcome. If they overcome this and they really are following kind of the manual, I'm not saying that, again, this is open, there's no training, ecstatic dance, there's no training. It's not like trance dance that you have a proper training or 5 rhythms or biodance. that is someone that is guiding and checking if you are doing the things good. Ecstatic Dance, it's open. But I think it's really amazing if the DJ or if everybody can really connect with this and understand that the feminine energy is very important. It's very important. It's not just like celebrate. Wow, it's so amazing. This is amazing. But it's a part of.
Right.
It's very important to how can we dance with the moon? How can I dance very slow or not dancing even? I'm just there like just exploring the emotions that come from these musics.
I love it.
I know.
Yes, we've danced many waves together, so.
Wow, so many.
I also use this exactly method in my breathwork sessions. This is where my DJ alter ego is fulfilling,
DJ
and
Oma.
it's exactly the same. We set up the space for a long introduction to create this safe space, and then the music starts and goes full power until the cathartic moment, and then it's the integration, which is where the gold pops up as much as in the cathartic moment. And I feel this is very underestimated in our life, where there is no time for integration. And of course, it's hard because things are happening one after another. But if we don't really dedicate this time after the experience to really feel everything that opened, it just passes through instead of passing, landing, and growing within. So I think that's a big teaching there.
Yeah, totally.
For all the practices, not only ecstatic dance, but the same with breathwork and with all the other therapies, that the much that we put energy into, like literally sending people out of their bodies or deep within, the same we need to put the energy for this experience to be grounded. And I'm curious, in the festival topic, and maybe that will be one of the last questions, in the festival context, how do you feel about the integration of the people that come for your festival/retreat and go deep within a few days, and then they finish this experience and they have to come back to where they come from, but it's impossible to come back because you're a different person, so you're going forward to your life as it was, and then what?
Yeah, this is a big debate for the last years now, for sure, especially when I'm doing retreats more deep now. Ecstatic Life Gathering, of course, is also deep, but it's not like I'm not going deep as a retreat, you know. We are talking as well about 220 people, so it's different. Even if it's the setting, it's very retreat. It's not a festival. Like we don't allow like one day people to come, or you come 3 nights or 5 nights, or you don't come. It's clear. Also, there if you cannot come in the beginning at 2:30 of Friday, don't come. Don't sign up. Because it's very important. We are setting, I can see you as a facilitator already, because also
You have to come.
people said
be
me
there to start.
in the beyond that you did an amazing job, and I really feel this that you are bringing. Again, it's a wave, it's a cycle, so we need to respect the cycle. I would say no. I'm pretty sure this makes the difference of a good thing or not a good thing. Very clear for me. And what happened, unveiling a little bit, like for people who never came to Ecstatic Life Gathering, we are doing this wave as well. So in the beginning, we are starting, we connect, like there's fun, of course. There's like people also to start to connecting each other. But there is something that I create every morning. And in the beginning, we create, it's the family. So we will have like groups of people that don't know each other. You need to find a group that you don't know each other. And every morning, it's the only moment, of course, there's no obligation for nothing, but the only thing in the beginning we say, like, every morning, 9:30 here, it's the bon dia. And it's the moment where we will share the program for the day, because we don't have the program. We don't want people live in the future like, oh, but today's I need to rest because then they will. No, like, how can we be really in the present, even if we have the schedule very already? But what I want to say, it's like, so this, every morning there's the families sharing with a proper sharing, with time for each one, with active listening. Of course, I explain as well what we need to be there. And this creates just this, it's such an anchor for what we are doing there. So this is amazing because arise a lot in ecstatic dance, and people say like, oh yeah, we are just fun. No, if it's a proper ecstatic dance, again, you went to emotional process, you released something there maybe that you didn't know that you had, or like came a rage, like, wow, this trance music, I was a savage dancing, or came a vulnerable part of me that I never felt. So, but in the middle, I always bring one workshop that is very deep. Okay, so but then we have time to recover it the next day. So this will never be in the end, of course. So coming first in the time frame of the gathering, I think we do a lot of integration. Also, we have, since the lunchtime, 1:30 until 5 p.m., there's nothing to integrate. Also, there's emotional support. We have a space with therapists for people. And emotionally, it's more like, can be a hug, can be, you want to sit here in my lap and someone is just giving you, or you want to talk, or you need a massage, or, so there's also this. There is this energy of the nest. I love the nest energy, like we can be safe here. And as you say, after, yeah, we have like a group of the WhatsApp that we divide in different things, and one is just about sharings, and it's very interesting. Comes a lot and pop up, and people like, oh, I really would like to start, maybe open something here. I would like to have therapy, and then people start to answer, and like, it's nice, or it's kind of a container, but in the end, there is no like follow-up of, in other retreats that I was doing, we had follow-up like every week. Here, I really don't feel the need for, but there is a big preparation for the goodbye, because this is also something very important, and that you are working with breathing, that is a very strong medicine. Let's be clear. It's not like, again, not judging, but there's this like, when people say like, can I do a breath work before you're ecstatic? And I'm like, no way, I cannot have these two medicines in the same moment. Breath work, cacao, it's already like, breathing like no, it's like, I think it's very important to integrate the medicine. Ecstatic dance per se, it's such a medicine, if it's created with a safe space and a holding. So what I want to say with this, it's like that is this integration of each workshop, and I bring to all facilitators, even if all facilitators that I'm working, they are very experienced, and I'm choosing just people that are really, it's not like people do, they could be as well, but it's not like people that send an email and I'm like, okay, no, it's like I'm choosing them. But yeah, I'm sending also an email to each one saying like, family, it's very important to start at time. Ecstatic Life Gathering, people laugh a lot. We always start in time.
I heard it.
Always.
I heard that.
And we end
this.
always in time. Of course, 10 minutes, delay 5, but more than 10 will not happen, because it's
already a legend.
It's also a safe space, because the container is not just energetically. The container is also for the, now coming to Jung, for the people that are very earth, their container, it's like about hours. And
of course, yeah.
If they start to, a Taurus, if start to be hungry and you already are half an hour after, you will lose him or her, so if people know the time frame.
Also a Capricorn who has a whole day planned and there is like half an hour delay and then everything is going to be late. It's also a lot of loss of respect, and it's just not the way.
It's not. I can lose a little bit of there's this in facilitator of like, I don't look so much for the knowledge, authority. This word is strong, authority.
Right.
But
It's trust authority.
energetic authority,
Yeah.
like someone that you feel you welcoming in the space. And again, how can I really allow myself to surrender to your work?
Exactly. Yeah.
You need to have an energetic authority. If you have a lot of knowledge, you say like, I have a PhD in breathwork and blah, blah, blah. Who cares?
PhD in breathwork.
I don't care about that. Or in neuroscience, I was in
Right.
I need to feel the person, and the person as she's speaking and creating the container, but also the timing, or also the physical, the third dimension. It's very important, and people
This
cannot
is-
just like. So, yeah, this is a big debate because once I was sorry, I'm bringing like just one thing. It's like I was in a tantra festival in India that people invite me to lead the facilitators and to be there like the MC as I'm doing an Ecstatic Life Gathering, okay? And there was like two facilitators. We always had meetings in the morning with the facilitators, and two facilitators that they imagine was a 2 hours slot, and they were like 3 hours and a half. Like,
Wow.
and I went there because I am this kind of person, like with my smile, like 10 minutes before I'm already there, you know? They're like, then no, then I'm doing other things, no, but then I understand that they come out of the time. And then in the next morning, I was talking like, so what happened? Like, and she said, and I understand, and she was very feminine energy. Life just happened. Sorry. But it's good. And I'm like very open for that. And I really feel also the two energies in me. But, and she would say, no, but there arise a moment there that was impossible for me to end. Because it was a person and was a specific moment that I could not, okay. And I said, okay. And I was not like in like anger or like trying to like, and I was digging with her, okay, but explain me a little bit more what happened. And it was explaining. And then we came to a solution with all the facilitators, like, and the solution was, okay, you should end the time and then pick this person and go with her. And like basic, because of this, these other people didn't have the time to integrate for the other workshop that happened. So we are like, it's a domino.
I think in the festival scenario, this happens a lot, because it's hard to work with limited time. And normally when we have these sessions, the time is not limited. But also in the recent festival, we had some people who signed up for our offering, but the other workshop was too late. So they came in the middle of our session and they were demanding their place. And we're like 1 hour in. And like, yeah, but we signed up for this. Like,
we paid.
This is a part of the program. But I feel one thing that really helped me with this time thing was that one of my teachers of facilitation, she shared that you think you're giving people the gift of your time because you're staying over the time. And instead of giving whatever session, you give whatever and a half. And this is how you offer to them. But in reality, you're taking away from them because this is their time. And maybe we think as givers that we are giving this service and we're not extra charging. And this is such a big, gift that we can give. But in reality, maybe this person doesn't even want it because they're a Capricorn and they have a whole day planned. And if you take another half an hour of them, you're actually taking away their value instead of giving. So I feel this shift in my mind let me understand that, okay, if it's 1 hour, it's 1 hour. And if somebody wants to stay after, then they can come and I can offer this time of my presence, but not necessarily to everyone. And it's a big shift, yeah.
I think this is for sure, but I would say, for me, from my experience, the biggest thing it's like, and you also as a facilitator, you guys, it's like, imagine, okay, what is the time of my slot? You have 1 hour and a half to do your thing. And you're like, okay, let's see what I'm going to do. And a lot of people want to put a lot of things in 1 hour and a half. And this is the biggest secret of everything in life.
Yeah.
It's to be simple,
Simplicity.
Less is
basic.
Yes, yes.
Let's do 1 hour in and out. For me, it's like I will offer 2 things with time. We go deep, and then I need always to have 15 minutes in the end at least to integrate the space, a sharing, a moment. And this I bring in Ecstatic Life Gathering. They have this memorandum now, like even if it's at 11 a.m. we'll start the workshop, count that we will start at 11:10, 11:15. So the first 10, 15 minutes is something that is not so much important. So put the music, put people connecting, put whatever, and then you start at 15 minutes past 11 and you will say the intro because people need to receive the intro. The same for the end. Take time for that, not like rushing. I see sometimes workshops, in the end they are rushing. Okay, so I could say much more, but when a facilitator is saying we are losing our time, it's like, no, we are not losing our time, my friend.
We don't have time.
You lost your time.
I experienced
because
this
this is
recently
the
as well.
person, it's your role, you are a space holder.
Yeah, or people say we don't have time, so we have to hurry up, and you're there and like, I'm in a festival, bro. Maybe you don't have time.
Yeah, I feel that for me, when I first started in facilitation, I was so excited to share about everything that you just want to tell people things that are maybe not even relevant, and you don't get to the point of what you want to share. And I see that as well with some people where they're kind of like enjoying explaining a lot of things that are maybe not necessary. And I think simplicity is key, and being able to like maybe give yourself less time and just get to the potent point of what you want to share, and do less, or say less, but actually get to the point right there. And totally. I feel that's key as well.
Less is more.
Less is more. Less. Yeah. Wow. I feel there's so many nuggets of wisdom that was shared today in this conversation. And to close off, I'm wondering if you have any final words to share, any final words of wisdom, takeaway message, for us.
Yeah, I would say that that for sure the less is more. It's a big cliche, but it is. I really feel, I think for all of us, being more simple, few things, but meaningful things, connected with your vision, with your purpose, and being very humble that we are all in this together, and we have so much things to heal and to awake. So we have such a long life for do that. So let's go step by step, and sharing the truth every time.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Virgílio. And if you're looking forward to find information about Virgílio's work, we're gonna put all the relevant links
in the description below.
Yes.
Yes. Feel free to reach out to him to receive the copy of the manual and work with him on the festivals. And yes, Ecstatic Life Gathering. See you there.
Yeah, I wish everyone has the opportunity to sing along with you. And it's a big, big bubble of joy always. And well, for me, but can be other things as well.
Yeah, I really love your song, actually, the one in Portuguese. Amazing.
Thank you. Thank you so much for receiving me. It's a pleasure. Gratidão.
Gratidão.